Okay.
Okay, so it takes you guys like another 2.5-ish hours to get back.
On our way back, Aelin will chime in over comms. Don't worry, lads. They managed to fix the compressor. It's not 100%, but it'll get us through till the ship comes in and we get off this rock. But we're heading back. We should be there sometime soonish.
That's good.
Okay, so at this point it's like 9 a.m. on the third day, which I think that I said it was Tuesday when you guys were in the maze and stuff, which means it's Friday today, for those who are curious.
Yeah.
Do they have Tuesday in space?
Well, I'm keeping track of days because Aelin actually has a ritual he's got coming up.
Now I know why he wanted us to come out here. So we have another stealth field generator. Unless we get back or unless we don't make it back all the way before getting intercepted by something.
You guys make it back.
I give Kalani back her stealth field generator.
Thank you.
I say, thank you. It proved very useful, but I have my own now, so you don't have to worry. And I
You're
look
welcome.
a little sheepish to her as I say this.
Okay, so about 2 more hours go by. Does anyone do anything?
I go back to sing with the sword.
Okay.
I go back to what I assume I was doing the whole time, and that is meditating. Not in a forced trance, but just trying to clear my mind of all the whatever I would say the dark side points represent.
Yeah, Dell's still pacing around, occasionally kicking things.
Okay, so then after the 2 hours, suddenly the communications terminal starts lighting up.
Aelin dashes over there, pushes the on button, and says, "Greetings."
Hello, Republic survivors. This is Lieutenant Arvis from the Trepidation. We have just exited hyperspace, and we're detecting a large asteroid on our scanners. I assume that's you?
That would be us.
Okay, we've dispatched a shuttle. Which docking bay should it land at?
We light up the lights on the one that it should land at. And then tell them, I assume.
We've got lights on the particular docking bay that we're closest to and we can get to.
Roger that. Is anyone in need of immediate medical assistance?
We do have one who needs medical assistance, although she may not accept it as quickly as necessary.
What?
Oh, she'll accept it as long as it's
Okay.
not this.
But we do have
Yes, I'll make
somebody
a
who
note of
is.
that.
We do have somebody who is, so.
Well, I suggest you all make your way to that docking area.
Make sure the
Roger.
force field and everything is on that docking pad.
Well, lads and lasses, you heard them. Our boat to take us away from this rock is here.
Finally.
Freedom.
And the only thing that just came to my mind, because you said that, Paquette, or Bezak, it is the line from Braveheart. What?
Yep.
Same.
I don't know the line. I haven't seen that movie since I was very little.
They may
Really?
take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that.
Well, that should be remedied.
But yeah, like I said, I turn on all the life support and gravity on the landing pad as well when I turn the lights on.
Okay.
Though I still expect a whole bunch of air will flood in when we open the door. Oh wait, there's an airlock. No, it won't.
Okay, so you guys are all waiting outside the airlock. And then it opens.
There stands a solitary Sith Lord waiting to kill us.
And
Do I-
two troopers walk through the door. They're holding blasters. They say, "Are you guys the Republic? Refugee survivors?"
Name and identification, please.
The same goes for you.
Kaz pulls out his Republic ID.
Yeah, that's the same.
One of the troopers takes it and looks at it. Thank you. Then he turns to the other trooper and says, "Well, these look good." And then that trooper radios on his comlink, "Okay, I think we're clear." Then they step aside.
Yep, just gonna go forward.
As is Picassi.
Oh no,
has no wish to
they're
stay.
like, they hold a hand. They're like, no, don't. We didn't mean you.
Oh.
And then more people come through the airlock. The first is a guy wearing slim, like not much armor, but it's more just like a suit of some sort, and he's carrying some, like, a box full of equipment and also a data pad. He walks in, and then the other one you can see is wearing the brown robes of a Jedi, and she has a lightsaber at her belt.
Do I know her?
No. And the man says, "Hello, I'm Captain Pearson. I'm the lead science officer on the Trepidation." And the woman says, "And I'm Jedi Knight Jaina Ellis."
I'll be honest right now. I'm still on the edge of my toes right now. If you'll forgive me, but Elan Koeth, former Republic security.
I'll step up and I guess some sort of bow or greeting or something. Kalani Starfire, Jedi Knight. Well, almost.
Jaina says,
No, I'm pretty sure it was official.
Jaina says, "Kalani Starfire? Really?
Yes?
Wow, didn't expect to find you here. I heard that the council decided to grant you knighthood once you return to the Enclave. But no one could get in touch with you."
Yes, we were on this mission.
Well, I'd love to hear more about it.
Of course. But, at the moment, I would very much like to get out of here.
Then Captain Pearson says, yes, of course. You guys can all get back on the shuttle and it will take you back to the Trepidation. We're just going to do a quick cursory sweep of the premises. If there's any information you could give us that would help us out, that would be wonderful.
Kaz offers the map.
Ah, thank you. This is excellent.
Yeah, well, the only way to get to the second half of the station, well, either to be to take the shuttle around to the other side to the other airlocks, or to go through a maze, which is very dangerous. I would not recommend that option. And also, it looks like the Sith were doing some sort of alchemy experiments on people here a long time ago. We think we got everything that was left behind that tried to attack us, but there could be other things lurking in the shadows we haven't found yet. I wouldn't necessarily recommend sticking around here.
And there was a dead assassin from that Sith that was playing around with us. There might be another one somewhere around here.
Wow, that's fascinating. You guys must have quite the story. Don't worry, we brought some protection.
Protection?
And 4 more troopers come through.
Kaz also mentions the chip Sith information and logs and records of this place.
And
Oh, could I see that? He holds out his hand.
Kaz hands it to him but says you'll need to make some modifications or to make it interface with your data pad. It's a bit old.
Well, I guess I'll have to take a look at this later then. And he puts it in his pocket.
also be wary that this is a dark side site, very strong and dangerous. One of the reasons I want to get out of here so fast.
Jaina says, "Yes, I feel what you mean. It's quite oppressive." Well, our pilot is standing by on our shuttle to take you back to the ship.
Thank you very much. Would greatly appreciate getting off of here as quickly as possible. I've had enough of this place.
Left Dirk behind.
That's because I couldn't grab everyone in the square without grabbing some of the troopers, if I included Dirk.
Dirk, if you're coming, come along.
Okay, so you all climb aboard the ramp to the shuttle and inside the shield. And then as the shuttle gets ready, the shield dissipates and the shuttle flies off of the and away from the asteroid.
Ah, finally.
And as soon as you guys pull away from the asteroid, you can feel almost like you were inside like a ball of tar or something. You just feel like you suddenly like pass through the surface layer of it, and like as it clings to you, eventually you pull free, and then you're out into the empty space again, where you can no longer feel the presence of the dark side closing in on you.
Did I feel that?
And just the Force sensitives.
Okay.
No, we probably felt, the air changing from really, really oppressive or stuffy to maybe, not being quite as heavy. Maybe. If we noticed anything like that, but it's probably just a little bit of the atmospheric pressure or something. The change from the stuffy atmosphere of the asteroid that's been like that for who knows how long to fresh air.
Okay, so the shuttle pulls up to this large craft that you see in front of you guys, and it boards at the docking area.
Then Picaz realizes that you should probably tell the troopers with them to relay back to them that the life support's only working at half capacity on that rock. Probably a good thing for them to know.
Roger that. I'll relay that to them, and the the shuttle pilot comes back to the other people and tells them. We need some happy music for you guys getting off of the asteroid.
Are we supposed to see something in here?
I don't know.
Really
Please
big
hold.
ball of black.
I thought we just got out of that.
As we get onto the bridge, it's just filled with black orbs.
Run away.
One of them rotates slightly and it says, "We've been waiting for you."
Oh no, I've been struck blind.
The door is locked shut behind us.
Aha, I knew you were springing a trap on us, so I planned my own trap to activate when you sprung your trap. So my trap is now a trap of your trap. Haha!
Can you guys see that?
I see a suspiciously looking familiar NPC, but yes.
Familiar or what?
Yes.
But
It looks a little like another one. That I'm
Oh, no.
thinking of.
I don't think so. Unless he's one that you used.
No, I mean he looks like Hearth.
Like Karth Onasi?
Yeah, from here he does. I'm not zoomed in. I just don't see his face. It's just figure.
Actually, zoomed in is pretty good. It's pretty close to Karth as well. Yeah, actually, it's pretty close. I'm zoomed in as close as I can get, and it's fairly close to Karth.
What? That is not what Karth looks like. Anyway.
Kind of ish.
Okay, so as soon as you guys get off the shuttle, the shuttle takes back off to go fly back to the asteroid. And then a man in a uniform, he looks fairly young, comes up, says, "Hello, Republic citizens. I'm Lieutenant Arvis. I spoke to you on the comms."
Greetings, Lieutenant Arvis. I am Alan Queth, the other one you talked to.
Yes, the lucky man himself.
Yes, apparently so. Can you tell me what might have influenced your commander to go ahead and come to our rescue?
Well, I guess he decided that we didn't want to leave Republic citizens stranded if we could help them out, but I guess you'll have to ask him more about that. For now, I've been asked to take you all to the medical bay for diagnostic assessment.
that sounds like a good idea.
What the Jedi said.
Okay, so he leads you down a hallway to an elevator, and you get on the elevator, and then takes you up to a different floor, and you walk along that hallway until you come to the med bay. And I really need to fix the light in all of these rooms.
It's very dimly lit.
You
Yeah.
should be able to put lights in them and have them only set to so if we have line of sight on them, light stuff up.
There we go. You guys can all see now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone who's clearly a medical doctor because they're garbed all in white, they walk up and he says, "Hello, I'm Dr. Grayson Peddle, and this is my assistant, IL-33." And he points to a humanoid droid.
What did you say your name was?
Grayson Peddle. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I just didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Well, if you'd all lie down on some of these beds we have here, I can come by and begin assessing you.
Shrugs and gets on one.
Alan just nods at everyone else and leans up against the wall.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm not in need of examination, but I would not say no to a bath. Is there someplace I could wash?
Well, you, and I'm sorry, sir, who's leaning up against the wall. The Admiral asked me to examine all of you. So I have to insist that we are allowed to give you a medical exam and treatment.
It's really not necessary. I'm.
Okay, I wanna. Kalani wants to know what's up here with both of them.
You just see the doctor sort of like frowning that they're not going to sit down, but you don't see anything like hostile or anything.
If your admiral commanded it, then I will see what I can do to accommodate. But I'm not laying down. I will sit, but I will not lay down.
Sure. Okay. Then the droid comes up to you. Does lying down cause you physical discomfort?
I like you, droid. What was your name again?
I am IL-33.
You and me are gonna be real great friends. No, lying down doesn't cause me any physical pain. I am of a at least healthy nature right now. I could use a tailor or a little bit, and Alan kind of points out some of the holes in his jacket, but that's it.
Well, that is good to hear. If you will accompany me over to this bed, you can feel free to just sit down on it. You do not have to lay down, I promise. So, Miss... He looks at you, Lexa.
Scarlet.
Miss Scarlet, is it okay if I perform a medical exam on you?
I kind of like back up a little bit as he approaches. It's not necessary. I do not require it.
Well, he's sort of like taken aback. Well, I guess that's your wishes, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to ask you to stay in this room then, because you've been on some strange, evil asteroid, and the Admiral has requested that you all be placed under quarantine and examined for a couple hours at least, to make sure it's safe for the rest of the crew.
Might as well make yourself comfortable, lass. We're gonna be here anyways.
I move up to sit up against the wall. I'm fine right here.
The droid comes over to you. Perhaps you could move further away from the door? Thank you.
I smile and nod to him. And then move.
Like perhaps on the other side of the room.
Oh, was something wrong with this door?
Yes, the point of quarantine is to keep contamination out, and if you sit right next to the door, it is increasing the odds of airborne contamination.
That is logical, of course. Yes, I'll move up to the other wall on the north side and sit up against it.
Ah, thank you. That is much appreciated.
Of course.
Okay, Lieutenant Arvis says, okay, well, I'm headed back to the bridge. I'm sure the Admiral will be down to see you eventually.
Before you leave, lad, could you tell me the name of your admiral?
Yes, Admiral Wes Aurelius.
Wes Aurelius? Alright.
And the doctor says, well, IL-33, who looks like they have the worst injuries? And IL-33 points at John and Kalani. These two, sir. He says, okay, well, I guess we'll begin treatment on you two first. Is that okay with everyone?
That'll be fine.
Anybody feeling pretty dire? I could wait.
Get treated. You should be fine.
Alright.
I'm mostly glad to get out of that place.
Can
Okay,
I roll perception on the room?
sure.
I just kind of want a general feel for it and the people in
Yeah,
it.
so there are like a bunch of those 4 things are like operating tables with various medical equipment around them, and then there are the like different cots and stuff. Everything is very white and brightly lit. There's also a guy laying in this bottom left bed over here. Other
Okay,
than that,
that's-
it's
That's what I was going to ask. Are there any other patients here?
yeah. There's just that one guy, and then the doctor and the robot.
I want to see what I can see of that guy from where I'm at.
The guy in the who's the patient.
Yeah, can I roll perception on him?
Yeah. Yeah, from laying down on the bed, it's hard to see over there. It looks just like a guy.
While this is going on, considering how suspicious, Alexa and Elon seemed, I want to use the Force to see, what will happen if I get examined and treated.
Okay, you want to search your feelings?
Yes. Do I still have the negative penalty?
Nope, it seems to be gone. You don't sense any negative outcomes. Okay, so they treat you for your injuries, John, and they also treat Kalani. And Kalani, the IL-33 tells you, you seem to be afflicted with some sort of poison.
What?
Yes, there's traces of an unknown toxin in your bloodstream.
Yes, here because they should have used the goop.
So,
And you get glared at for that.
Am I at full hit points now?
Yeah. What did you ask, Kalani?
But no, I said that because gets glared at for that. But it does remind me. There was we found this stuff. It's supposed to be healing. Okay, out of character. What do they call it?
Purple goop.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
there's no name for it. I mean, there's a name in Sith for it. I assume that I would know it because I read about it in the thing. But other than the Sith name for it, we were never.
I wasn't being sarcastic. Wasn't that what we were calling it? Purple goop?
Yeah, that's basically what we've been calling it.
I was looking for healing something or other.
Well, I
What
think
sort
it was
of
healing
description?
fluid.
Okay, so we found this. we found this on the asteroid. Against my better judgment, those two used it.
To be fair, we were kind of desperate.
Huh, well that's interesting. Do you mind if I take this to examine a sample of it? The doctor says.
Yeah, I want to make sure it's safe. Shudder.
Unless it's really long acting and whatever negative side effects it has, we used that 3 days ago.
What about this toxin in Kalani? Is it killing her?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
You just said it's an unknown toxin. What effects is it having?
It seems to be reducing her reaction speed and prohibiting her body's natural healing mechanisms. I'm analyzing a sample of it now. Hopefully we'll be able to determine a cure for it.
Out of character. I don't remember. Did anything...
Out of character, that would be Dell.
Hi.
Yeah. Dell did the weird thing.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, that.
He hit you with a snake or something?
Whatever it was, sort of like that. Welcome back.
So, but none of us saw that?
No one saw that.
Nope, that was an accidental slip by a player.
But then I was.
But the people saw the snake later.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to connect that those two events.
And who was the other one who was there? I don't remember. So
Ayland.
Lexa and somebody else saw it.
Ayland.
Well, I mean, I was technically using it as a weapon for a while, but like it was dark, and moving around. So.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
You hit her with it because she was possessed by the thing? Is that what it was?
Mhm.
It was only 6 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It really makes me suspicious because it sounds a lot like a Yuzan bomb weapon.
Okay, so we can't. None of us can broach that because none of us know that.
Yeah. no.
Unless Dell volunteers.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna volunteer.
I was talking with Kyrath to see if I could help the situation. He said no. I'm sorry.
Okay, so then like an hour later, the doctor comes over and he says, well, we did some mass spectrometry analysis on the chemicals in this fluid, and it's safe to say that I have no idea what is in this. And I recommend that no one take it. I cannot deem whether or not this is safe for use, especially as a healing agent.
The significant looks at the two who did use it.
Solid advice, Doc.
Well, we're fine so far. And it worked.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, can we begin your examination, sir? Kill.
Kaz nods.
Okay, they examine you.
Am I still under quarantine? Is the mess open?
Oh, are you
And also,
hungry?
where is it?
We can have food brought in for you.
Is it on its way now?
Yeah, he radios in and tells people to bring food. And then the doctor, after a while, says, well, you look to be in good health, sir. Although there are some traces of the same toxin in your system as well. They seem to have been neutralized. Perhaps we can use this in treating your friend.
See, the goo works.
You're saying that this purple substance cured you of the toxin?
I would guess so. It's about the only anything approaching real medical treatment that I've had since stepping foot on that place.
Okay, then the doctor asks Dell if it's okay to examine him.
Yes.
Okay.
Snake jumps out and attacks the doctor.
Okay, then two uniformed people come in with some giant trays of food. So, who's hungry?
This guy.
I think everyone.
Am I seriously the only one that wants to eat?
Except for Kaz.
No, Dell's also hungry. But like he is slightly preoccupied at the moment.
There's also such a thing as being careful and being cautious, even with food around. And Ayland is in not necessarily high alert, but he definitely wants to make sure everybody's checked out first.
Well, they distribute food to anyone who is asking for some. And it's not like the best, most amazing food that you've ever had, but it is.
Yes,
like,
it is, because I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Right. It is like warm, like well cooked food that has like multiple components to the meal. Like there's meat, and there's also some sort of like starch and vegetable
Hospital
stuff.
food.
Yes.
Remember what Miguel de Cervantes said?
But
Hunger is the best sauce.
Okay, then the doctor finishes with you, Dell, and moves on to Dirk.
Nobody's read Don Quixote?
I have not. I've heard of it though.
Nope. But
Then suddenly IL-33 says, "Doctor, I believe I've found a way to treat the toxin." Ah, excellent. And then they move Kalani over to one of these operating tables over here.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so then eventually, like after an hour, Kalani is back to full health and she's feeling perfectly fine.
Yay. So everything's cleared?
Yep, you're back up to condition check and you have full health. And one of the guards tells you, Ayland, I don't know. I can check.
Would be much appreciated.
So then the droid goes over to look at this other guy over there,
What's the droid's name again?
IL-33.
Is there something significant about the number?
no, it's purely the letters.
Yep.
It just tickles me.
Yeah, I caught that too, but I figured that's why you made it so it was like an inside joke anyways.
John
force
seemed
on
to
that,
indicate that there was a specific location. I'm confused.
Oh no, it was just being silly.
Okay, so the
Someone-
guys with the food leave. Everyone's eaten. Well, they give food to Kalani and then leave.
I want to use the force on that patient to see what him being treated leads to, or if there's danger that comes about from him.
Okay, you sense that he's in a lot of like pain, and they're treating him for that, and his pain seems to be being lessened. I don't really know how much about his injury you can tell with the force, but
Probably not terribly much, but I mean,
Is he
if I'm
conscious?
if I'm using the search to feel my feelings thing, I can probably tell if there's any bad outcomes, and that's really all I care about.
Is he conscious?
right now he is conscious. Yes. Okay, the doctor goes over and says, "So, Miss Scarlet, would it be okay if I just do some quick scans for like any biocontaminants or potential biohazard quarantine problems? Or do you have any history of medical
Depends.
conditions?"
It depends. How invasive is the scan?
He looks at you, sort of confused. Well, we're going to be scanning to make sure you don't have any like pathogenic agents on your skin or in your lungs or something.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
He raises an eyebrow. And you would know if you have pathogenic viruses on your skin. How exactly?
I just would.
Well, can I do a scan just to make sure? All of your friends had
I just
scans.
stare at
They're
him
perfectly
suspiciously.
fine. Well, can I take some swabs of your skin and the inside of your mouth and we can just test that for cultures of bacteria. Why not?
I don't like doctors. And she says it kind of like rolling her eyes.
I see. Well, this is about the least invasive thing you could possibly have done, because all we're doing is collecting dead skin and bacteria off of your skin and testing to see if it grows any pathogens in a petri dish.
What if I do it? I'm not a doctor.
But if Kalani does it, she has some medical skill.
She just kind of, Lexa just looks kind of like wall to wall, avoiding eye contact, looking kind of like she's being backed into a corner.
I know what to do. That new power that I failed the first time I used it on her.
Oh, great.
What?
That's not.
It's too late. I'm going to walk up to her and let me pull up the page.
Cuz, what are you doing?
Okay, well, while you pull up the page, when you go over there, you walk over to the other patient, John, and you see that he has, like, severe burns on his right arm and, like, onto the right part of his chest that the droid is currently applying some, like, different types of cream and other types of treatment to. It looks very inflamed and painful.
Is he communicative? Is he conscious?
Yeah.
Okay, well, can I just talk to him to try to take his mind off the pain?
Sure.
Okay.
He looks at you and says, "Who are you? I haven't seen you before."
I'm with this group that was stuck on an asteroid. We were marooned there. Your ship just rescued us.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess. Where were you before the asteroid?
I'm from Ventooine.
Oh, no way. I was born on Ventooine.
Where?
I'm not sure. We moved away when I was very young. We moved to Coruscant.
Uh,
My name's Bo Alco.
John Thomas.
He extends his left hand to you.
I take it. I'm a truck driver. I'm from the smaller continent on the North Hemisphere.
Ah. Yeah, I work in engineering. That's how I got this burn. I was doing some maintenance on the shield array, and part of it caught fire.
That doesn't sound good.
Bummer. At least you get a Bolo badge.
What?
That's what they call Purple Heart. Or whatever the equivalent is in Star Wars. It's a Bolo badge because it's an award you get for making a mistake and getting injured.
I'm still confused. What's that supposed to stand for?
Bolo? This means a screw up, a foul up, a mistake, an accident.
I think she wants to know, like, because it sounds like it's like.
Because he was wounded in the line of duty. No, it doesn't. The word Bolo just means to foul up.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, Prakaz, what are you doing over there? Are you trying to help the doctor get a swab of her skin?
So no, I walk over there and I'm like, "What are you hiding?" And what are you hiding? And then I use my power, but it shouldn't alert her to anything. It says it doesn't alert anyone if I fail it. But I need to. What's your wisdom scores, Ariana, or wisdom defense?
My will is 24.
Well, I don't pass and I don't get anything. There's no rule though saying anything about how long I can use it that I can, or how long I have to wait to use it again that I can see so far.
When he says, "What are you hiding?" she looks at him really like nervous, but also like kind of shocked. Like this is really sudden or forward.
Y'all, give her at least a few minutes to breathe, will ya?
Yeah, because we can talk to her about it later if you really want to know. It's not relevant. She just doesn't like doctors. Alright?
I try to use it again and I say fine.
Yeah, so anyway I can tell that he's doing this.
Well, I think you can make an opposed use of force check. The doctor asks Lexa, would it help if I explain the details of what I'm going to be doing to you?
Yes, that would.
So basically, the Admiral is concerned that there may be some pathogens, various microbes or bacteria, like viruses, or potential poisons or something, that you guys all may be contaminated with. So basically, I'm just going to be taking some samples of some swabbings of your skin, which has a bunch of resident bacteria and such on it, and I'm going to be culturing it, and the only thing that should grow on the culture dishes is if there's any types of dangerous bacteria, and we can check it in about 24 hours to see if there are any dangerous bacteria. And if you don't have any dangerous bacteria on you, then nothing will show up on the test, but if you do, then we'll know about it. Then we can start treating that.
Is this about other people's safety or my own?
Well, it's for your own as well, but it's really for everyone else's. We know if they could potentially be harmed by any pathogens you may be having on your skin that could pass to others.
Yeah, they can't let some kind of horrible plague rip through the whole ship and incapacitate the crew. They got a mission.
Because not.
Very well. I suppose if there's other people's lives are in concern, then you can do your tests.
Thank you. He smiles encouragingly at you.
Also, a question: if you beat out someone's will defense, are the attacker wins or the defender wins?
If it's a tie, generally it's the attacker who wins.
Yeah.
So specifically, I wanted to know why you're so hesitant about the whole medical examination thing.
I don't know about... Because otherwise, you could just try it infinitely until you succeeded. So I feel like failing it should just mean that you aren't currently able to gather the concentration to do it. It should take you a while before you can try it again.
Is it a force powered or is it like a?
It's a talent.
No, it's a talent, yeah.
It's a
Dal's
it's a
gonna
talent.
get it sooner rather than later. I think maybe next level.
I think talents you can just do.
I mean,
Well, but it's sort of like if you're trying to persuade someone, you can't just like roll and fail, and then just roll right away again, and just keep doing it until you succeed. Otherwise, you could succeed at anything.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
true.
if you kept trying to do it, then like it gets it, like you'd feel something. Because it's supposed to be like a quick in and out kind of thing.
Does anybody else
Yeah.
think it's particularly funny that the two biggest secret keepers in this group are the most intolerant of any other group into having secrets?
Can we aim them at each other?
I was about to call Pakaz out on that. Hold on a minute.
Is it
I don't
is
have
it just
problems
me?
I don't have problems with anyone keeping secrets. I was trying to get the secret, like, have her be left alone. I wasn't using the force
Oh,
to.
I
I was using the
misunderstood.
I was using the force to see if I could tell what Pakaz was doing. Like if Pakaz was doing something. By the way, could I tell?
Yeah, you could tell. Well, because I thought your 24 was to oppose his trying to see if you had used the force before, but
Oh no, I don't care.
okay, yeah, you can tell he's trying to use the force. But anyways, the doctor leads Lexa over somewhere. I guess he wants to put her back in bed, so he takes her over here and takes some swabs. Then the doctor says to all of you, well, I'm afraid it will take at least 12 hours for us to determine if it's safe to let you out of quarantine.
That sounds about right.
What's the local time for my body? What's my circadian rhythm? Am I sleepy? How
Yeah,
long has it been since I slept?
It's like 7 p.m. right now. But you guys didn't really sleep last night because you were worried about the life support shutting down and such.
Well, Bo, it's been real talking to
Yeah.
you, but I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I'm gonna go get on this here bed.
Yeah, between that and
Feel better.
sheer relief of being out of there, I think Kalani's definitely one that's gonna want to sleep.
Force transfer the win.
Yeah, because he's gonna want to force trans somewhere.
Out of character, what's the difference between force transcend and sleep? And did it just heal you better?
Faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get like my character level is in hit points every hour.
And you'll need to force transfer 4 hours before you're fully rested.
Yep.
And you
Yeah,
consume
and you're
basically
still
no
alert.
oxygen and stuff.
Yeah, and you're fully alert during the whole thing.
Yeah, it's Jedi hacks.
Yeah, right. That means I get those. All right. So after those 4 hours, I'm gonna do some meditating things to try and get rid
Are you
of
going to
some
try to see
dark
into the
side.
future?
No, I'm gonna try and get rid of my dark side points first. He's still feeling shooken up from the asteroid, so
Me too.
he's gonna try and clear his head first, and then try and see visions in the future.
Kalani is a cat. She's gonna actually sleep.
Okay, so all of you sleep for the first 4 hours. And then Dell starts meditating on the badness of his actions and accepting dark side points.
Yeah, how's that work? How's that gonna work here?
Well, technically it just says you have to, it doesn't really specify, like, a time or anything.
I mean, it's GM discretion.
Yeah.
So however long the
So what's
GM
the
wants to
GM's
force us
discretion
to.
here?
My discretion is like an hour per dark side point.
Sounds great.
But if you have a 0.5 of a dark side point,
Half an hour?
You
how
laid
do
him
I
off
spend
easy.
half how do I spend half the dark? How do I spend half the force point?
Oh, you have to spend a full force point.
Sad. But necessary.
Looks like we can use the ones that we had remaining from the last level on them.
Yep. I think I already moved one down, so I could keep track of it when I reset my force points to max. Not like one less would affect anything with how many I have. But
Alright, so after 7 hours, I have done all of that.
Okay.
7 hours or 6.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, for
3,
because it's more
7
hours.
total. Yeah, it's 7 total, like, force trancing and that.
Okay, so what do you do after that?
So
Everyone
what if
else
it,
is
like-
still going to be asleep for at least 1 more hour. Or probably more. People are probably sleeping more than 8 hours. People are probably sleeping like at least 10 hours because here it's like nice and quiet and warm, and you have comfy bed, and you had food.
Ooh, look at that! Ooh, I rolled a great roll on that one.
So I take 7.5 hours to do the dark side points thing, and then I'm gonna go and do a trance for 4 hours, and then
Wait,
I'm
so
going.
it takes you 7 hours to get rid of all your dark side points, or 6.5 hours.
Well, 7.5 if you consider the one I removed earlier for
Okay.
when I removed the original force point.
So
And then-
did you go into a trance to sleep for 4 hours first?
No, I did the
Oh, okay.
dark side points first, and then I went to sleep.
At the 7th hour, I want to get up and just kind of do some calisthenics in the middle of the room.
Okay.
AC's kind of just sitting there.
Is that's just a regimen, or are you trying to see the future?
No, that's just the regiment. Do I get any, like, for rolling like a nat 20, do I get any, like, bonuses for using my far seeing this?
No, but to me the description of that sounds like you might see a vision of the future. Do you want to see a vision of the future?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I feel like reading it to you, so let's move into a different channel and I'll read it to you. Everyone else can talk about how you're sleeping or something.
Okay.
User left your channel.